Hello YouTube, Millennium X17 here. Time for a channel update, and I haven't done one in a very long time. The funny thing is that I recorded one about 2 days ago, and A, I didn't really like how it came out, and B, things have changed since then. So, there's a couple of things, and I'm going completely off memory, so it's probably going to be one of those flopping around deals where I can't keep my thoughts straight, but there are a couple of important things that I need to say. For the past year or so, I've been saying about how I've wanted to do a playthrough of Watch Dogs. Matter of fact, it's right here. So, here's the thing. I've already said this on Video Game Pulse. I'm saying it here now officially on my YouTube channel. I started recording it. I got to about the middle of Act 2, and a couple of things were wrong with it. First off, myself, I've been editing up through, I think, the mid 30 parts or so, and honestly, I didn't really find the first 30 parts that funny. You know, unfortunately, that's entirely my fault. It just really didn't seem that it wasn't jiving. It wasn't happening too smoothly. You know, it just, I don't know. It just wasn't coming together as good as I would hope. But even more than that, mid 30 parts, Act 2, 5-act game, it was shaping up to be about 250 to 300 parts long. I mean, that's a long playthrough. You know, and I'm not afraid of a long playthrough. It's just the fact that I wouldn't have been finished with it until October. So, here's the thing. I don't live by myself here. So, that in and of itself usually isn't too much of an issue. The issue is that I work the night shift on the weekends. So, I'm up from anywhere from like 5 to 8 is when I usually PM Eastern is when I get up. And then I go to bed, supposedly I'm supposed to go to bed around like 8 o'clock, but that usually doesn't happen, so 9 or 10. And I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., so 3 12-hour shifts. So I'm up all night long, and I'm home all during the middle of the week. Everyone else that lives here has more of a normal schedule. They work during the day and sleep during the night, and therein lies the problem. And the fact is that in order to record a game of this caliber, I have to stay up way past when I'm technically supposed to be sleeping. And as such, I can't really record more than 3 to 4 hours a week. Now, 3 to 4 hours a week on a game that's probably going to be 60, 70, 80 hours long, that's not going to be good. You know, that's going to take forever. Like I said, I wasn't going to even be finished until the middle of October. And that's no good. So, unfortunately, as it stands right now, the playthrough is dead. You know, I've stopped recording. I'm further along in the campaign. I've done tons more side content. The game is phenomenal. The game is good. It has nothing to do against the game itself. It's just the way it stands right now is I really can't do super long playthroughs like Watch Dogs. Like I was thinking in the back of my head when I was beginning, maybe Far Cry 4 later this year would be a good thing. But then again, same issue all over again. I just can't record when I want to. If I had my own place, then I could go, you know, when I get up, 7, 8 o'clock, you know, whenever I end up getting up. Some nights it's earlier, some nights it's later. 100 factors apply to that. But then, you know, I could throw in a game and record 6 hours a night, you know, all night long, not have to worry about the room getting to be 150 degrees, and I could just keep recording and not have to worry about disturbing other people. And that's the big issue there. I need my own place badly. So there is that. I'm not giving up on YouTube by a long shot. I think it's fun. I like it. It's a challenge for me. It's something new. I do like doing it. It's just the longer games really are more of harder to do. I'd like to say I'm going to have to meter my expectations for future games. Trials is definitely continuing. I've recorded up through part, I think, 34. I just looked at it not even a half an hour ago. 34, 35, something like that. And that's been like that for the last 2 months. I've just taken forever, inexcusably as such, to upload that. And I'm through to the end of like a 3rd or 4th attempt on Inferno 4, to which I have not yet beaten. Now that game is a whole lot easier to record, given the fact that it's shorter. It's in shorter, more manageable chunks. So for me to stay up an extra hour or two during the morning and record more of that is not an issue. And furthermore, when I do beat Inferno 4, it'll probably be off commentary anyway, because that track is brutal. That's not an easy track to beat. So there's that. So Trials is continuing. Don't worry about that. There were other things that I talked about in the first channel update that I did like 2 days ago that I didn't upload. I'm probably just going to delete it now. and that I had a couple of things going that I was thinking about doing, and anybody who follows me on Twitter already knows A, what it is, and B, the fact that it's broken. So, definitely you want to check out the Twitter to see what that is like. As to how long it takes to get a new one replaced, I don't know. All I'll say is that I've heard horror stories from Newegg, so fingers are crossed. You know, it would be nice to, get a working product. Unfortunately, when those videos go live, I don't know when that's going to happen, but when it goes live, that's an interesting video that it'll be interesting to get people's reactions to. But there's that. A couple other things. I've got 100 games to play, but no time to play them. Usual as always. But that is the major thing that I wanted to talk about in this channel update. The two big things was that Watch Dogs is dead. It is not happening. Unfortunately, it's just too long of a game for me to easily record and, the record part. Editing and processing, that I can do that over time. The recording part, though, I have to stay up for. So, there's that. And then there's the whole deal with my gaming computer with a whole new part that I was going to get for it that looks great, even though it was broken. But we'll see. It's funny, though. Newegg charges me $5 to ship it here and $15 to ship it back to them? Okay, as long as I get a working one back. I don't want to have any funny business going on because that would piss me off. But neither here nor there. That's the big thing. As to what the next game I'm thinking of playing is, honestly, I don't know. As it stands right now, I don't really have a plan. Watch Dogs was the big thing that I was going to do. I've been replaying Valkyria Chronicles for the PlayStation 3. Phenomenal game. If Sega ever decides that they want to make money and release an HD collection of this, I'd probably play through this because A, I know this game very well. So I would be able to do an expert, and maybe not so much I would say an expert level, but I would be able to do definitely a high-end level playthrough of this game because I know this game so well. That, and I've never played the second or third one. Third one was never released in North America. But neither here nor there. As to what my next game is, I don't know. Thoughts are going through my head at 100 miles an hour. Watch Dogs is definitely not happening. Trials is continuing. And there's a $300 hole in my bank account that makes me sad. So, yeah, that's all I got. So, until next time, guys, have yourselves a good day.